Hello, hello. I am just coming on a little early today, making sure everything is doing what it's supposed to do. As soon as I can see that I'm able to be heard on my live, and it looks good. All right. So let's talk. There's so much exciting happening. Hopefully this goes much better than Wednesdays. I am a little earlier than I normally would be on Sundays, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that we have a new join special starting on Wednesday, October 3rd, or excuse me, Tuesday, October 3rd. And that join special is up on the screen. It is either 35% off or 35% more. So if you choose the 35% off, well, I guess let's start with what's normal. Normal join special is you spend $99 plus tax and you get $125 worth of product and a business starter kit, which includes catalogs, order forms, other important things that you might need if you were running this as a business. And you get to choose the $125 worth of product. You don't pay shipping, that comes free. With 35% off, instead of paying $99, you pay $64.35. And you still get to pick $125 worth of product. So you're getting a significant discount over, what you would normally be getting on a join special if you choose to go that route. But you can also choose the 35% more, where you still pay $99 plus tax. Shipping is still free. And instead of choosing $125 worth of product, you choose $168.75 worth of product. And I did the math. So if you were to join, whether you want to run it as a business or you want to do it as a hobby demonstrator for the discount, you get 20% off of your personal purchases or 20% of the purchase price when you have a customer or friend who decides to make an order with you. You get that 20% as commission until you make your first qualified level. Then you get an additional 25% off when you become bronze elite. But with this kit, the join special, if you do 35% more, you're actually getting 59% off of that product, which is pretty significant discount. Well, another fun thing that's also happening on the same day is if you are a demo, you can receive or you can choose the products that are on the bottom of that graphic on the screen, where you get to choose either the suite or the bundle or the individual products in that suite that you would like. You can put those in your starter kit, that $168.75 or the $125, whichever way you go. You can get product that you wouldn't be able to get until November when it becomes available to all of our customers. So if that's another thing that you would like, I would love to chat with you, help you go through that process and put your kit together if that's something you want to do. Keep in mind, if you want to run this as a business, I'm more than happy to support you in that. And if you just want to be a hobby demonstrator, I have classes all the time where we get together and stamp, and I would love to have you there too. So those are the exciting things that are happening this week. Let's go ahead and pull that off of our screen. And I guess that puts me back on the screen, but I don't want just me on the screen. Oh, I want that on the screen. Let me make that bigger. There we go. All right, so these are the cards we did on Wednesday. Unfortunately, I was not able to go live with you for those. And then it took a long time for it to process. And these ones are not the finished cards, of course not. So these ones I do need to finish up, and we'll be working on that. But the tops are done on these ones. And in the video, I showed you how you can finish them up. Or you can choose to do them in whatever way you want. We use the translucent florals bundle, and we are still using that with the stamp on the cards that we're doing today. But we're also using the charming sentiments in this Beyond Grateful stamp, and that's going to be fun. All right, let us show you the first card. This was actually pretty much a direct case with a slight change from Marcy Bessiker, who she did something similar to this as one of her swap cards for Vegas. And it is a beautiful card. And I love it so much. And I'll just show you how to do it with a different look. So you can take any of the papers and create something that you would like. So I used a different selection from the same set of papers, the Delightful Floral paper, DSP. And I used Pretty Peacock because I really liked that. And, well, it also was in the DSP on the back side, but also I really liked how it looked with the green leaves and things like that. So we're going to actually make this card today. And remember, if you are wanting to get that card kit that we completed on Wednesday, you have until Tuesday to put in a $35 purchase before shipping and taxes on my website. And using the host code, which is linked either in the comments or the description, depending on where you're watching. And then I will go ahead and get a packet mailed out to you. Or if you're here local, we can even just, have a pickup, or I can deliver it in person. Any of that works quite well. And I did forget my ink, so give me 1 second. Fortunately, it's right behind me. Gonna need that Pretty Peacock. Oh, and I forgot my ribbon. Well, we'll have to do a bow another day because I don't have that in easy access. So what we're gonna do is, this is the interior, and we'll do that at the end. And then this is the main card. All right, so I'm gonna need my silicone mat. Get that right here in the center. This is really great when you're doing extra gluey projects. And then we're going to basically cover this white layer in adhesive. You can use your tape runner, you can use your Tombow. I personally like my seal for this because it just is fast, it's easy. And I definitely don't want to have to hold things in place for too long while I'm working out this. So now that you've got the basic surface covered up, you're going to want to lay a strip down across the paper. You want like top corner, but higher than the bottom corner on one side or the other. And you want to make sure it covers all of it. And that wasn't going to quite cover all of it, which is why I didn't abandon ship. All right, so there we go. Now I've got it pretty much right where I want it. And then I'm going to take, this is the gold and silver, but it's the silver version of our self-adhesive shimmer paper. And, oh my gosh, with it being an 1/18 of an inch, getting the backing off can be a little entertaining when you first get going on it. I'm going to be using most of it, so I'm just going to remove it entirely. And I'm going to lay it up right up against that designer series paper. I don't want any white gap in the paper and the strip. And I'm just going to pull that off for now because I'm going to, let's see if it's long enough to fit on the bottom. Not quite. So we'll get another one and get it started and lay that on the other side. And if you are having trouble seeing it, you can stand up and get a better view of what you're doing. All right, so now I need right angles. Oh wait, no, the second one I'm doing is still using the paper like this. Okay. In this case, I'm going to go this way, and I want to make sure I've got about 1 inch in one direction or another. So I'm going to do it there. Then I'm going to grab up this little bit here, and I'm going to push it up against that edge again, and take some of this other one And this is, you want to make sure you have a very straight edge. Now this shimmer is really awesome, but it also is just a little bit, what's the word? It is a little bit sheddy. Not horrible, but more than I would normally want. And then I'm going to take the back side of this paper, and that is not a perfect right corner. So I'm going to take this one and butt it up against that. And we'll go ahead and trim off. I don't want to do it with my good scissors, but it's the only one that I'm seeing right now. So I'm going to trim off from the back side so I can see everything, the extras. And having that silicone mat down means that I'm not having this adhesive stuff getting stuck to everything, which is a good thing. You definitely don't want it stuck to everything. All right. I'm just cutting along the edge, not cutting the actual white cardstock, just the designer series paper and that trim. All right. Let's see, is this long enough for here? It is. So now I'm going to lay that down there. And then I need a little edge right there. I'm going to cut this straight. I'll get a teeny little bit right there. And then, let's see. That fits in really perfectly there. And then, just going to take and make a straight edge here and get this little itty bitty bit. There we go. All right. So then we're going to trim off these bits. I don't know about you, but crafting with other people makes me happy. There we go. Also got a class here in Pueblos starting on Thursday this week. We're going to be doing some Halloween cards. The ones that we showcased last week will be in the offering. All right. So then I'm going to pull off that little bit because we don't want that there. And there's a missing spot with the adhesive there, so I'm going to grab up some of that. And I'm going to do one right there, but I'm not fully up against that glimmer, so I did this little twisty and light lift because I didn't want to tear up my DSP. And let's see, this looks like a good fit for this corner. Oh, but before we do that, we need to do this. And we need that more straight. There we go. And then I'm going to straighten it again. And get the other side. So basically you're just kind of doing a pattern, a weave, and making it work. Okay, so this is a nice long one. So I'm going to use this right up there against that side. And see if this is going to be long enough. And I think it is. Yes. Yay. So then we're going to trim those bits. So wait, before we do that, this did not stay down. So apparently I need a little more adhesive in here. Or maybe I forgot to put it down after I did the other bit. There we go. All right. So I'm going to trim off the extra. I don't know about you, but talking while cutting is not always the best and easiest thing to do. But we make it work. All right. So then we need another one of these right there up against this side. Not quite. There we go. All right. And then we need a new strip. Just a teeny little bit of it in that other corner there. And getting this started is the fun bit. There we go. Just a teeny, teeny bit right there in the corner. There we go. And then just an itty bitty bit of this, and that part of it is going to be done. I'm just going to remove all this extra stuff here and trim off the ends of this. And then I have these bits that I can use on other cards. Okay, so this is the front of our card, and I really liked that bubble bath pop of color on the edges, just to give it a nice little fresh color. And I do like to stand when I line up, especially when I only have 1/8 of an inch border, because that border is a little more critical to make sure you get fairly close. And there's that. So then I'm going to attach that layer to my next matte layer, which is Pretty Peacock. And there we go. And then we're going to attach that to our card base. This is a slightly thicker card, but I don't think it's thick enough to require a non-machine stamp at the post office. But the only way to know for sure is to go and have them check. Okay, so that is the basic card front. And on the inside of this card, I have another pink Pretty Peacock layer with a white layer with just this one stamp stamped on the corner. So I'm going to get my ink out. You can stamp off if you want, or you can do full ink. I think I might have stamped off the last one, but I might not have. Yeah, I did, but I like it full as well. All right, so then we're going to put some glue on the back of that. And as you can see, the little bits of sparkle from the self-adhesive glimmer. Gosh, my chair is making all kinds of loud noises when I stand up. Okay, then we're gonna attach this to the interior There we go. And then we're going to layer up our sentiment. And this time I definitely need to stamp off. Probably a couple of times. So let's see. All right. And just kind of in the center. Nice. And then I need my sentiment, which is the Beyond Grateful. And I'm going to do this full strength. And then hold it down real good to let that ink absorb. Just don't rock it. And then there you go. Looks really pretty. I'm going to clean my stamps. That's the wet side. That's the dry side. There we go. Then I'm just going to attach some adhesive to this right side, and I'm going to layer it up. Having that dark kind of helps. So it's high and slightly to the left of the matte layer, the color layer. All right, and then I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. Five is good for this size. One right there in the center. I'll quickly see if I can find any of that silver lined I don't know why words are hard today. Ribbon, translucent ribbon. I'm going to put it down lower for this one because I would like more of that DSP showing. And real quick, let me see. Well, it's not the one I was already using, but it is the same ribbon. So I'm going to just open up a new one. There we go. And I'm going to just pull out just a little bit, make a nice little loopy here. And I'm going to go around the back, around the left, and so I have my thumb there holding this loop open. And then I'm going to bend this so it stays in the type of alignment I would like, so it's not flipping. I'm holding my left tail with these two fingers, and I am pulling, and then I have to reduce, pull tighter again, and reduce one more time. And I want just a little bit bigger, so one more tight and reduce. All right, and then I'm going to take and trim my bow end with my good scissors, my paper snips, and do the other side to match. So we have our nice little angle. And then I'm going to use my glue dots. I like to do 3 to kind of get that look that I'm looking for. It holds things down a little bit better. So I put one right in the center and then one on the bows, lower towards the there we go. It's about the center really of the back side of the bow. And then I'm going to do the other one. And then I'm going to place my bow right there. And there we go. Another card done. Let me know what you think of it. It looks a little complicated, but it's not. It's actually quite easy to do. And I love it when these little things come together like that. It doesn't take a whole lot of thought. You just want to, alternate your more solid color with your designer side of your paper, and actually use two different papers for this. So this was the leafy side, and then this was the back side of a different leaf pattern paper. And I think it's really pretty, along with the one that Marcy Bessaker originally designed, using the same paper, just different sheets of it, two different sheets of it. So if you would like the kit with these cards, go ahead and make that $35 order on my website using the host code. Make sure that I can see your information, because in order to send it to you or reach out to you to get it to you, I do need to know how to get a hold of you. And then we'll make sure it happens as soon as the orders close. I'll start cutting and getting things ready to go, and they should be out by the end of this week, by Friday. So Michelle Barnes, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with Harmony Stamps is my site. And I would love to get to know more about you. So be sure and drop a comment and let me know what you think of this card and what you think you could, would make it look better. Or, if you think something is a little overdone, I'm happy to hear that too. Feedback is always a good thing. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will be back Wednesday, internet willing, with another live. It might be pumpkins. That's what I'm shooting for. Have a good day.